Hello everyone, welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Denison Mines Corp. has released its condensed consolidated financial statements and management's discussion and analysis for the first quarter of 2026, as reported by Newswire.ca. A key highlight is the commencement of site preparation and early works for the Phoenix In Situ Recovery (ISR) uranium mine, following its landmark receipt of all regulatory approvals in February 2026. The company also made a final investment decision for Phoenix Construction, aiming for first uranium production by mid-2028. Operations are currently monitoring widespread flooding in northern Saskatchewan, which could impact the mobilization of heavy equipment. Additionally, Denison's marketing efforts are yielding results, with nearly 8 million pounds of U3O8 already under firm sales commitments and advanced negotiations for a further 8 million pounds, including major North American nuclear power utilities. Recent near-term sales commitments achieved an average price of $99.07 per pound. The initial capital cost estimate for the Phoenix project has been updated to approximately $600 million, reflecting inflation and project refinements. Furthermore, all items of business presented at the company's 2026 annual shareholders meeting were approved. Montreal. Timothy Oakes, a dual American-Canadian citizen, has pleaded guilty to charges related to a human smuggling operation that led to the deaths of 8 migrants in the St. Lawrence River in 2023. According to the Canadian press, Oakes, 35, from the Akwesasne Mohawk Territory, admitted to conspiracy to commit alien smuggling, 4 counts of alien smuggling for financial gain, and 4 counts of alien smuggling resulting in death. He was described as a key facilitator, staging migrants at his home and transporting them by boat. The tragedy occurred when a boat carrying a Romanian family of 4 and a family of 4 from India, along with Oakes's brother, capsized in severe weather. Oakes facilitated the Romanian family's journey despite knowing the dangerous conditions. He faces between 5 years and life in prison when sentenced on September 11. CBC News reports a significant increase in consumer insolvencies across Canada, with 37 121 filings in the first quarter of 2026. This marks the highest quarterly number of insolvencies since the 2009 financial crisis, representing an 8.5% rise compared to the same period last year. While insolvency trustee Doug Hoyes notes that rates are lower than 2009 when adjusted for population growth, he expresses concern over the current trend. Hoyes attributes the surge to expenses rising faster than incomes, forcing Canadians into deeper debt. Law professor Anna Lund highlights a worrying shift in provinces like Ontario and Alberta, where bankruptcies are increasing faster than consumer proposals. Bankruptcies require immediate asset liquidation, indicating a more severe financial distress compared to proposals which allow structured debt repayment over time. Experts anticipate continued growth in insolvency numbers and advise Canadians to prioritize saving and keep expenses low to navigate these challenging economic times. Ontario's Ministry of Health has requested an additional 7 individuals to self-isolate as low-risk contacts in connection with a global Hantavirus outbreak, bringing the province's total monitored count to 10. These individuals, along with 3 previously identified high-risk contacts, including a couple from Grey Bruce and a GTA visitor who shared a flight with a deceased cruise passenger, are isolating for 45 days as a precautionary measure. Meanwhile, 6 people in Alberta and British Columbia are also isolating and remain asymptomatic, while 1 person in Quebec has been released from isolation. The World Health Organization emphasizes that the global risk of Hantavirus remains low, as the Andes virus, the type identified in this outbreak, requires close and prolonged contact for transmission and is not considered a pandemic threat. Health experts are debating the utility of testing asymptomatic individuals, given the unknown efficacy of tests before symptoms manifest and the long incubation period of the virus. This report comes from the Canadian press. The Canadian military's long-standing role in avalanche control in British Columbia's Rogers Pass is set to conclude in August 2027. The Department of National Defense announced that its current 5-year agreement with Parks Canada will not be renewed due to evolving defense, modernization policies, and the divestment of older artillery systems. For over 60 years, military gun crews have used 105mm howitzer field guns to trigger controlled avalanches along the Trans-Canada Highway. Rogers Pass is a critical transportation corridor linking Vancouver and Calgary, handling over 4,000 vehicles and 40 trains daily. Each hour of closure is estimated to cost the Canadian economy $3 million. Parks Canada is in discussions with the Department of National Defense to ensure continued safety and traffic flow. The federal Conservatives are urging the Liberal government to develop a clear plan for avalanche control after the military's withdrawal. This report is from the Canadian Press. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.